Church with the greatest name of Allah, who is the creator of the universe. Myself, Karima Abdurrahim from class level 2, as known as Miss Little Professor, and I am going to debate on freedom.
Myself, Maria Abdurrahim from level 2 class, as known as Miss Google. And today my topic is, I will argue on discipline.
So let's start the debate. So, hello Maria.
How are you?
Alhamdulillah, doing well. So today we are going to argue on freedom, right? And discipline. So what is your point first?
My point is, discipline is more important than freedom, because without discipline, freedom can lose its value.
Oh, so why do you think without discipline, freedom is nothing?
Freedom is nothing without discipline, because when you have freedom but without discipline, so it can be harmful, it can create disorder in chaos and
But
problems.
without freedom, what you will do with the discipline?
Without freedom, I'm not saying freedom is not important. Freedom is important, but with discipline, it is beneficial for everything.
Okay, so there are many incidents about discipline, violent discipline. Many of the incident happens because of the discipline. Because discipline is the thing that use many harmful things. You know, many students will be over pressurized because of the discipline to maintain their balance, to maintain their time. So, what is your point on that?
Yeah, that's a great point. That's a powerful point, and I will agree for that. Like self-expression, personal growth, and like depression under pressure. I'll agree for that. But if you have freedom but not discipline, so it can create disorder and huge problem, because too much freedom without discipline can create problems. It can be harmful for everything.
Okay, so but the one thing that I'm going to point on you about your discipline thing, that without freedom it can be harmful. But there are many instances happened because of discipline. Let me tell you some of them that you will be like agree with that. You know, a 5th grade student in 𝑠𝑝𝑒𝑒𝑟 died after being savagely beaten by school headmaster because of discipline, because he was not following for discipline measure. And in another level documented incident in Lahore, 70-year-old Hanan Bilal died after his teacher punched him and smashed his hand against the wall because not memorizing a lesson because of discipline. Because his teacher sworn that he would be in discipline, maintain the balance, all the things. So what is your point on that?
That's a solid point. Freedom, so it can also be harmful for that, because discipline teaches you time management, because discipline is the bridge between goals and success. It turns dreams into reality. Teachers did these things for it is beneficial for him.
Okay, but beneficial when he died, so what he do with the beneficial things? He died because
some of them, not everyone
but
like that.
Do you want everyone die?
I'm not saying teachers
so what you're saying then?
Pressure too much discipline life. I'm saying freedom is important. I'm not saying freedom is important in life, but with discipline, without discipline, freedom is also can be harmful and create disorder, chaos, and problems in life. Too much freedom.
But let me tell you, if freedom was not a thing, so why Nelson Mandela spent his 27 years in prison because of this freedom?
Yeah. So why?
Because he knew the value of the freedom. That's why he spent 27 years of his life in prison.
Yeah, you are right for that.
Yeah,
Nelson Mandela's, this is right. I'm not saying that freedom is not important. You are saying that freedom, Nelson Mandela spends 27 years in freedom.
Yeah.
But discipline is our
not freedom, in prison because of discipline.
Because of discipline.
Not discipline, because of freedom, because he wants freedom. You know, between the difference of should and want, really discipline is in our hands. We maintain our balance, and many of times we can decide for ourselves. But freedom is a thing that we want. This is not in our hand. We desire, we wish for it, and that's the thing. If you have something in your head that doesn't value for you, but if you don't have, but you want because you value that.
That's it. So, okay, I will tell you the solid points about discipline. Okay. If you have freedom in studying, but not discipline, so you may not achieve your goals. If you have freedom and with discipline, your goals faster, because a disciplined student is become a successful citizen.
Okay,
discipline teaches responsibility.
Right. Let me answer your question about that.
Yeah.
You said that discipline without freedom without discipline is nothing. Because
I'm not saying it's nothing.
In
It
study,
can be harmful. It can be
study,
harmful.
you said that in study. But if you don't have the freedom, to go outside, to don't study, so what you will do? Only not in this city. There are many cities and many villages that they have no freedom. So didn't they go abroad city, foreigns or something for study? They stay home and they be disciplined. What the discipline was here?
Discipline is important. Discipline is important. I'm not saying freedom is important, because a successful society needs both equally, freedom and discipline.
But right now,
equally, but discipline is the thing that saves freedom. Like discipline, freedom is important in life, but discipline is the first that saves freedom, respectful, and make freedom safe, respectful, and successful.
But without
freedom is
discipline,
because without discipline, freedom can lead us failure.
How can freedom lead failure?
Because when we have too much freedom, so it can be harmful for everyone.
We're not talking about too much.
I'm not saying freedom is not important.
As you said, listen,
okay,
Maria. As you said, too much freedom can be harmful.
Yeah.
And the violence and violent discipline can't be.
I'm not saying be too much discipline.
Not give my points to you. As you have given, I will give my points, some of that. Corporal punishment has led in many multiple tragic fatalities of discipline. Okay.
Yeah.
In 1846, there was a public observation to harsh reality about discipline, and it was largely sparked at everywhere. Okay. The death of Private Frederick John White, who died following a brutal military flogging because of discipline. He died following the discipline rules. He died. Many of the students had died as the discipline measure because they were maintaining balance. So do you know what you gonna right now? You write a schedule about tomorrow. In schedule you made. Yes, schedule you made. An accent difference. So tomorrow you will make, but you don't know what is going to be tomorrow. So how can you make a schedule about it?
Yeah, but discipline is necessary in everyone's
But
life.
I'm not saying discipline is not. But
I'm not saying freedom is not.
But you are arguing that. But you are arguing that discipline is much better. I am telling you that why discipline is much better. So, because without freedom, what you will do with the discipline?
But without discipline, freedom can be harmful.
But
freedom also needs.
If a person, what do you think? If a person has freedom, they are not disciplined. They don't do their work. What do you think? Like that?
Yeah. Some person too much discipline can create, because
some person they're talking about everyone.
Because you should see Islam. Islam teaches us discipline in every part of life.
Let me tell you. Freedom.
Let me tell you. Okay. It's okay. I will tell you. I will tell you a thing. Okay, Muslims pray 5 times a day. It takes times. This is discipline. The Holy Quran teaches us. The Holy Quran teaches us discipline, responsibility, and self-control. And also, lines in prayers, salah, are made in discipline and order. And fasting in Ramadan teaches us self-control and discipline. We should see the pillars of Islam. We should see all pillars of Islam. Yes. Salah teaches us time management.
That is
fasting teaches. So let me complete my. Let me finish my answer, because you finished your answers. It's my turn. Can I finish my answer?
Yes, you may.
Okay. So, and I was saying zakat teaches us responsibility, and Hajj teaches us unity and discipline. I'm not saying freedom is not important. Islam gives freedom. Islam gives freedom. Freedom is important, but within limits and responsibility. Too much discipline may limit creativity, but too much discipline can create irresponsibility. What do you think about it?
Listen, we are talking about freedom and discipline. You have given me a salah and all things.
Yeah.
You think that, no, this is clear, that you think if a person is in freedom, they don't do their prayers, they don't be in discipline, they don't pray. Do you think about that? Just let me finish, okay? The 5 things, all things that you say, Fajr prayer, Rasul prayer,